Why are you talking to that horse? Why am I covered in dirt?
I buried you.
Why am I alive?
Eight men rode into canyon. I dug 7 graves. Horse says you are a spirit walker. A man who has been to the other side and returned. A man who cannot be killed in battle. Something very wrong with that horse.
If we ride together, we ride for justice.
Justice is what I seek, Kimosabe. People think you are dead. Better to stay that way.
You want me to wear a mask?
There'll come a time when good man must wear mask.
All right. Let's do this.
I'm standing not 5 meters from where someone saw The Lone Ranger, the new movie with Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer. Okay, so, movie fan 356 here. I have not seen The Lone Ranger myself, but I am going to be talking with a couple people who did see The Lone Ranger, and you guys were fans of the old Lone Ranger.
Armie Hammer.
Yeah, Armie Hammer.
Armie Hammer.
Hammer. Arm and Hammer. So you guys,
I got a hammer that's like an arm.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Thor's hammer. There's 2.
I'm like Thor's hammer.
So first question I gotta ask is,
well, are you gonna introduce us or not?
Oh yeah, this is Papa Mike right here, and then we got Mama Bear over there. And you guys were fans of the original Lone Ranger, right?
Huge fans.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys went...
Huge fans. Love the black and white. Used to watch it every week.
Right.
Used to play the theme song on the record player.
I had the Lone Ranger gun.
Oh, nice!
I had the cap gun.
So we got some big Lone Ranger fans here.
Tonto was my favorite until I saw this movie.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about that.
Oh, my God.
First off,
don't even go
what were your guys' expectations going into the film? What did you guys expect to see?
Well, my expectations weren't that high, just because I saw the previews.
Right.
And I was like...
As soon as they said Johnny Depp, I knew right there, nope.
But I had hopes. I had hopes for Lone Ranger awesomeness.
So hopes were there, but they weren't that high.
Yes.
What about for you?
I expected it to be good, like the old original Lone Ranger movie.
And it wasn't?
No.
Why?
It was dumb.
horrible.
Okay. Why was the Lone Ranger so bad?
Because they made fun of the Lone Ranger and Tonto.
Oh, so you're saying it's a Lone Ranger parody movie, basically.
They made fun of an American icon.
Oh, wow.
First off, Tonto does not wear war paint through the whole movie, through the whole show.
No, he doesn't.
He only wears war paint when he's fighting.
Right, and it didn't look like that.
And it didn't look like he had a clown mask on.
And he didn't have a stupid bird on the top of his freaking head.
Who feeds a dead bird?
And he wasn't like delusional, like being out in the desert too long,
right?
Drinking too many beers.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? Captain Jack Sparrow.
Well, we'll get to that a little bit later. What about the casting? Do you think Armie Hammer was a good...
I think it's a stupid name for a guy.
Stupid name.
I think he was not the Lone Ranger.
He was not the Lone Ranger.
He was
so
not
the casting was
serious.
bad, too.
He was not serious enough.
So
my problem with him as the Lone Ranger is they made the Lone Ranger a scaredy cat.
And comical.
And comical. The
Lone Ranger meant business. He was a serious business down. You know, he should have went and watched the entire Lone Ranger series. Is what he should have did before he made the movie.
And
I don't know if he went back and did that.
And they tried to make the movie a laugh a minute, which made it less funny for me, just because I know.
I did not laugh, not even one time.
I laughed a couple times because Johnny Depp's stupid and kind of makes me laugh.
Oh, this is going to be a little bit spoiler. I did see, like, the last maybe 10 seconds of the movie where he's like, hi-ho, Silver, away, and the Johnny Depp's like, don't ever do that
why they
again.
wait till the last 10
They
minutes?
waited until the last 10
That was the only time he did that in the
I
movie?
was
That's the only
expecting to
time.
see that a
Wow.
couple times.
Wow.
One thing, this horse stole the movie.
The horse. Okay,
Yeah,
so the horse was great.
The horse
That's
was
a
the
plus.
best thing.
There's this part where the horse is standing on a tree limb. He just appears out of nowhere. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And it shows up on a roof out of the middle of nowhere.
Silver was not magical like that. He showed up
I
with
know.
a whistle. He would whistle and he would show
I know,
up.
but the Silver was magical, but I still liked him.
Yeah.
They changed Silver's.
Horses
So
don't-
the horse was good.
They changed Silver's story too, though, because they made him a mystical horse that came for the guy who came back to life and was supposed to, bring back order to the world,
Right.
which is not the story of the one.
Right. So the story was bad.
Yeah.
Casting was really bad.
Yeah. And I like Johnny Depp a lot, but they could have got Lou Diamond Phillips or even that other dude to play Indian. You know, the dude that played in Last of the Mohicans?
Oh,
The
yeah.
big chief dude?
I look more like an Indian.
He would have been 10 times better. However, I don't even know if he's still alive. But he would have been better because he looked more like Tonto and he's more Indian. However, the guy that plays Machete,
He would have been
did better.
Danny Trejo.
Danny
Yeah,
Trejo would have been better. I was just thinking that. Danny Trejo would have
Johnny
been better.
Depp is stuck on Captain Jack Sparrow, and he really needs to change it.
Johnny Depp, stop playing Jack Sparrow.
Yes. Only do that for the Pirates of the Caribbean films. I agree
he
with
was in
that.
an interview on the one guy show on TV.
Yeah, we were watching that the other night. We
and
were
it's
talking.
like, he started talking, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, because he never
He
changed his
never
accent
talks
back.
like that.
He didn't change his
He doesn't
accent
talk
back.
like that. He talks.
I know.
It's from like Oklahoma or something.
Yeah, and he's talking like he's Jack Sparrow all the
I
fucking
think he
time.
drinks
now.
too much rum.
How can he when the rum's
He
always
needs to
gone?
share some for me or
It's
something.
a shame.
That's the only way I would have liked the movie.
He is a good actor. He's very good looking. He's a little too skinny for me, but a little muscle wouldn't hurt. But he did horrible. Made fun of him. He made Tonto out to be completely ignorant when Tonto was not. Tonto was very intelligent.
Tonto was the smart one in the group in the show.
Yes.
But in the movie, he
In the movie, he was
Jack Sparrow.
he was worse.
He was worse than Jack Sparrow.
He was. They made Tonto totally crazy.
Yeah.
He had a dead bird on his head.
And he was feeding the dead
And
bird.
feed the dead bird the whole movie.
It was dumb.
They made him a psychotic
Feed the horse.
dumbass.
The horse was probably hungry.
Okay.
And they did not show his horse that much. What's the horse? What the hell is his horse's name?
I can't.
I don't know.
Silver and.
He never even rode the horse in the whole movie.
I know. They should have showed his horse more. They didn't. He really wasn't on his horse. I forget what his horse's name is. That's gonna bug me now.
That's the worst
I
remake
have
of
to
a
Google his
television
horse's
show or
name
movie
because I
I've ever
forget it
seen.
now.
Yeah.
Tonto was my favorite.
I have no intention of
And he
going to see
screwed
it
him up.
now because I really didn't want to see it in the first place. But now after hearing what they thought, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, the
Okay, I will say this. If
the
you've
Iron
never, I
Hammer
will
guy
say
needs
this.
to go do something else.
I will say this. If you've never seen the Lone Ranger, if you never watched the show, if you don't know what it's about, you might like it.
So if you're not a Lone Ranger guy and you've never seen it before, then you might like the movies.
But if you have seen the Lone Ranger even once,
And you're a fan of the
You
Lone
were gonna be
Ranger.
very
if you've seen it even once, you will hate the movie.
Right. Because it's just not the same.
Okay, it's like making Darth Vader Han Solo.
Yeah.
That's how they changed the character.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a big change.
Yeah.
You said you had a message for Johnny Depp before we started filming this video.
You need to stop playing the same character.
Right.
You've been stuck on the same character since
2003.
no, even before since what was that? The window
Oh yeah, he.
Yeah.
He had that a little bit, not as bad, but it was a little bit that.
He's been playing the
Yeah.
same character since that horror movie where it was the horse,
Right in the
Headless
book.
Horseman,
Oh, the Sleepy Hollow.
The-
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since then, he's been playing the same character, and it's just getting worse and worse. His
Yeah.
career is going down the tubes.
Even in real life, when they have him on interviews, like we said, he talks in Jack Sparrow
Well, his
accent.
career's not going down the tubes because everybody likes him because he's
To
hot
me-
and sexy.
To me, his
That's
career,
all he's got going.
I don't want to watch his movies anymore because I know what I'm going to get from
And
him.
Right.
he's so skinny, he's not even that sexy no more.
I honestly think the only ones I'm going to continue watching are the new Pirates of the Caribbean, just to check them out to see if they still are okay.
And I guess he was on that talk show because it was his birthday.
Yeah.
He's like 58.
Yeah, he's getting
I
old.
had no clue he was 58.
I know he was in his 50s.
I was
I didn't
guessing
know.
40s, like my age.
Right.
Johnny Depp, you
So
were a
that's
great
good
actor.
for his age.
Yeah.
You were a great actor. 21 Jump Street launched a great career.
Loved it.
Edward Scissorhands, all that stuff
Right.
back in the day. Great actor.
The original Nightmare on Elm Street was fantastic when you were normal.
Right, he was normal.
And now, I can't stand you.
Yeah, I'm starting to get tired
And
of
you were
him.
one of my favorite actors.
I know, he was one of mine too, and I'm starting to get tired of him.
You have turned into a cliche. You've turned into that person who plays the same role over and over. You've been typecast now.
Yeah.
And you lose the accent because
We know you're an American boy.
yeah.
Speak American.
Right.
You're not English. You're not whatever you're trying to be. Be you. That's when you were the best actor.
Trying to be a pirate.
So,
You do play an excellent pirate though.
yeah, he does play a great pirate.
Yes.
That's about the only thing I like him in these days.
Yeah.
So if you had to give this movie a rating out of 10, what would your guys' rating be?
I'll give it a 2 because I like the horse.
2 because of the horse. Not bad.
Yeah.
And because at the end of the movie, they only say it once.
The High Hole
They
Silver!
did the high hole silver. I can't believe they waited until the end of the movie, though.
Yeah, and there's nothing after the credits either. You know, at least they could have thrown something in.
And I didn't like the whole story with his brother and the whole thing. There's a part where he meets his brother. The way his brother was in the movie,
Yeah.
that's who should have been the Lone Ranger.
Wow.
That's who should have been the Lone Ranger.
I agree.
They cast the wrong character. The brother should have been the Lone Ranger.
Yeah. And they should not have made it comical.
And the chief of the Indian tribe should have been Tonto.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been better.
If they would have made those two characters the Lone Ranger, it would have been a good movie.
Yeah.
So they had people in the wrong roles.
What are you guys going to do if this gets a sequel? Because I know it's making money at the box office, or at least it was when
It will get a sequel, and
It's gonna make money because
Are you guys going to give the
Lone
sequel a chance now?
Ranger.
You think you guys will give the sequel a chance?
I'll watch it when it
Well,
comes
of
on
course we'll
DVD.
go watch it just
Yeah.
Because we're Lone Rangers.
Just to see if it's any better than the first one. maybe?
Right. If they need to just switch it up, they should not have made it comical. Right there, just
But it's kind of ruined our date night, even though the second movie that
Which
we
we'll
watched
talk-
that night, which we'll talk about next,
We'll talk about in the next video.
made it comical and it wasn't even funny. The horse
was a
the
whole
funniest
lot
thing.
better.
And the horse Silver just did not.
I give
Dylan.
Johnny Depp a 0 for this movie.
Wow.
He gets a 0.
Johnny Depp gets his
Thumbs down.
Couldn't even get
Oh.
a picture of his chest because of the paint.
right.
You know. The
So
bird.
you guys are selling the Lone Ranger.
I'm selling Johnny Depp.
I'm selling Johnny Depp.
I'm
But you're giving the horse a buy.
I'm gonna recall it. I'm
You're
not
gonna
even gonna
recall-
sell it. I'm gonna recall it.
A recall.
A recall. Whoa.
Ooh.
That's way
Recall.
going down.
Yeah.
So is that about all you guys had to say about the Lone Ranger?
Don't watch the movie.
Never see this movie.
We need some new action figures though for the Lone Ranger and Tonto.
Yeah.
Any suggestions?
I would like.
Please comment below.
They
Let us
should
know.
make some toys.
Right.
I'd still buy the toys, but you know, yeah.
Right.
I
Okay.
miss my Lone Ranger gun, I must say.
I'm sure they'll remake something like that.
I ripped
It's
the
probably
head
not
off
going to be
my
exactly
brother's
like
Lone
that.
Ranger. Only because he defaced my Barbie and Ken.
Johnny Depp, stop.
But get out while you can, man. It's really
Do a
going on.
vampire movie. You'd be a good vampire. Go do a vampire.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, because he's playing the same character.
No, you
I don't know.
You
I
can't really
mean,
mess up a vampire movie too much. I mean, other than, well, they made him sparkle.
Have
but-
you seen Twilight?
Don't get me started on Twilight, okay? That's,
Twilight.
Oh, Twilight is horrible.
that's what we need to do.
Sparkling thing.
We need. Hang on, hold on.
Odd.
We need to have a discussion video on the entire Twilight saga.
I'm all for that.
We're doing that.
'Cause I'll
look out for
butcher the
that
shit
one.
out of
guys.
that.
Look out for that one. We'll all do that one. So yeah, is that about all I gotta say for
That's
Lone Ranger?
Yeah.
Lone Ranger sucked.
Never see this movie. Don't go to the theater to see it. Don't buy it when it comes out on DVD.
Stop, Johnny Depp.
Don't bootleg it. Don't watch it on Netflix. Don't get it from Redbox. Nothing.
No more Johnny Depp.
Yeah. And yeah. So
What are all those little things?
oh, hang on, my face is gone.
Where'd your face go?
Flames.
I don't know. My face should be coming
Put the
back.
flames.
Okay, well, that was our interview on the Lone Ranger, and oh my god, that's okay. Well, I'm standing not 5 meters from where the Lone Ranger sucked.
And it sucked big.
It sucked John Holmes.
Oh my god.
That's how bad it sucked.
Wow. So yeah. That's all we got to say about the Lone Ranger. We'll see you guys in the next video. And look out for that Twilight discussion video. That's coming too. So yeah. See you later. See you guys in the next
Do
video.
a vampire movie.